A mother said to her daughter, because you are a giver, make sure you don't fall in love with a taker. A taker doesn't have limits, and neither does the giver. So, you are either a giver or taker. There's no middle ground. Are you a giver or taker? A taker in a relationship is someone who primarily focuses on their own needs and benefits, consistently receiving more than they give, often putting their partner's needs second, and rarely reciprocating the effort or support they receive. Essentially, they prioritize taking from the relationship without contributing equally. The key characteristics of takers in relationships are: 1. Self-centered. They prioritize their own wants and desires above their partners. Number 2. They lack empathy. They may not consider how their actions affect their partner's feelings. 3. Unbalanced giving. They expect a lot from their partner, but offer little in return. Number 4. Manipulative tactics. They may use guilt trips or emotional manipulation to get what they want. 5. They are never satisfied. They rarely express appreciation and always seem to want more. A taker mentality is one of the worst things that can happen to anyone. It robs you of your humanity and leaves you living a life of entitlement. Takers believe someone or everyone owes them something, and as such, they never achieve their full potential in life because they were waiting for someone or everyone to do what they were supposed to have done for themselves. Takers are obviously people who are close to you, either spouses, family members, friends, or work colleagues. And it's this closeness that affords them the opportunity to always demand or receive. They can also be dangerous because of the well of resentment that springs forth from within when they are not receiving what they expected from you. Because they are always on the receiving side, they end up being envious of those who they are receiving from, often believing that you could have given them more. David the psalmist said, had it been an enemy of mine, I could have guarded against it. But it was my old familiar friend that went in and out of the temple with me and sat down and ate bread with me and lifted up his heels against me. The person that can do you the most harm is the person that's closest to you, always taking from you, but never giving back in return. The taker can do anything but take, but that will surely run out. The tap runneth dry at some point. Takers always believe that those given to them are fools who don't know what to do with their money or substance. Money misroad. They always say to themselves that those they take from have everything and need nothing. They won't even bring a loaf of bread when they are coming, but they want to leave your house with everything you have. Simple things like taking ice out of the tray and not refilling it with water will tell you who a taker is. You will only hear from them when they need something, and after that, it's till the next time they need something again. Every one of us has someone or people like this in our lives. I ask again, are you a giver or taker? There's no message we haven't heard about giving, and this is another one of those messages. We have taught generations of so-called poor people to be takers and giving them a taker mentality. This is one of the worst things you can do for people. If you ever learn to be a giver, your problem of receiving is over. A giver never has any problem receiving. Giving is the only sign, symbol, and language of love. If they are not giving to you, then they don't love you. I need you to understand that life will always give to the giver and take from the taker. A giver always reaches the point where he or she has only one problem left, and it's in Psalm 23. You know what it is? My cup runneth over. Your cup runneth over. May that be your only problem in life. A problem of abundance. That you have so much that you are looking for who to bless. May that be your only problem. Don't be in the category of those who are looking for who to bless them. That's not your portion. Bless people with your substance in all things and at all times, and you will see what will happen. You attract who or what you are. If you are a blessing, you attract blessings. If you are a taker, they will always take that which you think you have gotten. It's that simple. Don't be in the category of those who watch messages like this about giving and say to themselves, God has touched this man's heart. Let me quickly send him my account details. The first chapter of Genesis tells the story of creation, how God created this and how he created that. Don't you know that the act of creation is given in itself? God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him. A male and female created he them. The God of creation created you in his image and likeness. So, who are you like in your always taking mentality? Because it's certainly not God. Verse 28 of that same chapter says, and God blessed them. And God said unto them, be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth and subdue it. God blessed them. He blessed them. And he asked them to be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth. Do you know the meaning of the word replenish? It means to fill something up again, to restore to the former level or condition. What this simply means is that they should give as they received. Think about it. You have to first take before you replenish, right? Who gave us first? God. He blessed us. He gave us of his abundance and asked us to continue in that same fashion. But some of us believe that they were born to be takers, to be poor. But not only poor materially, but in spirit. God forbid. God gave. And gave until he once again demonstrated his love by giving a son that was precious to him for the sake of humanity. Jesus Christ was a gift to humanity. What have you done with this gift? How have you been a blessing to others? Are you being fruitful, the gift of life that you have been given? Who did you bless yesterday? Who will you bless today? Who will you bless tomorrow? Think about it. God bless you all.